Hi again, Doug here from X-Frames FPV, and today, well, we're out in the field again, out here in beautiful Simi Valley. It's a beautiful 68 degrees. I love the weather when it's like this. It's a little windy today. Done some tuning. We're so happy to be out here. We've got a place finally that we can come and fly every week. Got permission from the principal, which is huge, right, Jacob? And we are so thankful. And just having a blast. It's really nice to be able to tune, and not just to tune. I tune every week. I tune a couple of times a week out in front of the shop, but it's nice to fly and just come out here and have some fun. We spent some time tuning, and then we threw our stuff up and just had a blast. So what are we talking about today? Well, the first one we're talking about is the California Quads Panda. Now this, as you can see, this is a really low profile 15mm build. And it's all kind of stacked in there really nice and tight. Got the HobbyWing system in there with the 40 amp 4-in-1 and the F4 all-in-one. Now, had to depin it, had to move some stuff around, but man, it fits in there nice with the TBS HV, the race version, the R-XSR, which is a really tiny receiver with built-in telemetry. Up front, we're running the Sparrow camera, and that's from RunCam, a nice little micro camera. And then these motors are from California Quads, 2205, 2550 kV, comes with a nice 3D printed part, and then as well on the back here you can see a really nice 3D printed part for your antennas. So the antennas are not only out of the way, but no matter where you go, no matter how you fly, they're always line of sight with your radio. Great system. This flies beautifully. The customer knows the pilot. The designer of this is named Ken, or call him Flying Bear. Amazing pilot. And so this customer wanted basically a clone of what he has, and so I built it up for him. We even loaded his PIDs in it. Had to do a little bit of changing to the PIDs, not much, simply because he's running an older GUI, and so older version of the build of the GUI, and so some things changed with 3.2.1 is what we're running on this. I'm sorry, my GUI version is an upgraded, it's kind of, so you've got two versions. You've got the firmware on the flight controller, and then you have the build of your actual Betaflight software. My Betaflight software is newer than his, and so some things changed it, not a lot, but there was some changes, and so just had to do a little bit of finagling a little bit with the PIDs. But man, this thing is just locked in. That low profile, you can feel it in the air, and it's just a really well laid out drone. So let's go to some flight footage. No HD camera on this, so this is the goggles. You know, we didn't push it too awful crazy much, because just enough to really get an idea on the tune, because we really want this customer to get it without having any scratches. So this is my first build for him. So let's go to the flight footage. All right, there you can see, you know, it flies really well. We're running 8K, 4K on this, dynamic tuning, and all the filters are off, the notch filters, and motors come back just barely warm, and it just really flies well. So really happy with this company, California Quads. You can check them out. I think it's californiaquads.com. I'll put a link in the description. And like these motors, like I said in the build-up video, I think, you know, these are the Brother Hobby motors. Great 2205 motor, and it just all went together really well. Antenna that we wanted for this is out of stock, so we're going to be running the Stubby from the AX2 Stubby. So all in all, just couldn't be happier with this. So guys, check out my website if you get some time, xframesfpv.com. You know, don't pay attention to the pictures. It just had it built, so everything's stock photos. But there's going to be some exciting things coming to that, and we got some exciting announcements that'll be coming down the road. And along with that, there's going to be some epic giveaways that you can get. So appreciate you. Hope you get some time to fly.